Hello everyone. Today, we're going to explore how Chinese farmers raise billions of silkworms to produce valuable silk. From breeding silkworms to creating high-end products, we'll reveal every step of the process. Don't miss out. Leave a comment with the number 1 and hit follow. The silk weaving industry in China dates back to around 2700 BC, when the Chinese first discovered how to raise silkworms for silk. In ancient times, silk weaving was considered a noble art, reserved exclusively for royalty and their concubines. Creating a silk garment could take several months, as every step was done by hand. Today, with advances in science and technology, silk weaving has evolved from a traditional craft into a modern textile industry. Silk products are no longer limited to the elite, but have become more accessible to people from all walks of life. Join me as we explore how they raise silkworms and weave silk fabric. To produce silkworms, it takes about 10 to 14 days for the moth to break out of its cocoon. Once the moth emerges, farmers collect the caterpillars and place the male and female moths in an environment with a temperature between 77 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit to mate. After fertilization, the female moth is moved to a different area to lay eggs immediately. Unlike mammals, moths are insects with a unique reproductive process. It typically takes 24 to 48 hours for the female moth to start laying eggs. Each time, she can lay between 300 to 500 eggs, depending on her health and environmental conditions. Silkworm eggs usually take about 7 to 10 days to hatch into larvae. When the larvae hatch, farmers feed them mulberry leaves to ensure their healthy growth. The leaves are finely chopped to make it easier for the young silkworms to eat and digest. This process requires meticulous care, as the young silkworms are very sensitive to their surroundings and need proper nutrition to grow into mature silkworms. Do you find this process demanding? Leave a comment with the number 1. Silkworms typically take about 6 weeks to mature from the larval stage. During this period, they need to be fed fresh mulberry leaves regularly to ensure proper growth. Farmers provide mulberry leaves to the silkworms about 3 to 4 times a day, in quantities sufficient for them to eat comfortably. Although silkworms are quite small in size, each one can consume up to 0.2 pounds of mulberry leaves per day. Silkworms typically require about 4 to 6 weeks to mature before they can begin spinning silk. To ensure that the silkworms have a suitable environment for this process, farmers have designed special enclosures that mimic the structure of a beehive. These enclosures often feature silk frames that allow the silkworms to climb up and spin their cocoons. When the silkworms start spinning, the process usually takes 2 to 3 days, during which they continuously release silk to complete their cocoons. The unique design of these enclosures optimizes the silk spinning process, protects the silkworms from external factors, and provides ideal conditions for later harvesting the silk. Silk cocoon harvesting typically occurs after the silkworms have finished spinning, a process that usually takes about 2 to 3 days. Each harvest can yield anywhere from a few hundred to several thousand cocoons. Silk can be harvested 4 to 6 times a year, depending on the rearing conditions and production process. Let me take you to the largest silk production workshop in Suzhou, China, a place with over 1,000 years of history in the silk weaving industry. The silk fabric weaving process here is a delicate blend of tradition and modern technology. It begins with harvesting the silk cocoons, usually done after the silkworms have completed their spinning in about 2 to 3 days. The cocoons are then boiled to soften them and separate the outer layer of silk. These fine, yet incredibly strong, silk threads are drawn out into long strands and wound onto reels. From there, the silk threads are fed into modern looms to create smooth, luxurious fabric. The silk weaving process includes key steps such as drawing the threads, weaving on looms, and conducting rigorous quality checks. With impressive capacity, this workshop produces around 10,000 meters of silk fabric daily, playing a crucial role in maintaining Suzhou's reputation as a leading silk production center worldwide. Leave a 0 if you're feeling bored. Every year, China earns approximately $10 billion from the silk industry, thanks to its sophisticated production processes and significant investments in technology and infrastructure. This industry not only produces millions of high-quality silk cocoons and fabrics, but also contributes about 1% to the country's gross domestic product, GDP. Currently, China has around 3,000 silk weaving facilities, ranging from large factories to small production units spread across various provinces. These facilities not only focus on producing silk fabrics, but also on researching and developing new technologies to enhance performance and product quality. The industry also plays a crucial role in employment, with about 5 million people nationwide involved in the supply chain, from silk farmers to factory workers. The robust growth of the silk weaving sector not only boosts the economy, but also helps preserve China's long-standing cultural and artistic traditions in silk weaving. Silk fabric is highly prized in the fashion industry for its smooth sheen and luxurious feel. Designers often use silk to create high-end fashion items. Beyond fashion, silk is also utilized in bedding, as its soft texture contributes to a comfortable and restful sleep. Prices for silk products typically range from $100 to $500 each, depending on the quality and design. These items are not only visually appealing, but also durable, making them a popular choice for those who appreciate elegance and luxury. Do you own any silk products? Share in the comments below. Silk is also dyed to create artistic products such as traditional paintings and hand fans. The vibrant colors and smooth texture of silk make it an ideal medium for intricate designs. Silkworms not only provide silk, but also serve as a valuable source of protein. In China, silkworms are commonly used as food. After being washed with hot water, they are pan-fried with lime leaves until golden brown. This dish offers the distinctive rich flavor of silkworms, creating a unique culinary experience. Mulberries, after being harvested, are often dried to make a nutritious and sweet snack. They can also be processed into jam, which helps improve digestion, lower cholesterol, and boost cardiovascular health. Dried and roasted mulberry leaves are used to make tea, which has cooling and detoxifying effects, helps lower blood sugar levels, and supports liver and kidney function. Additionally, this tea aids in weight loss and calms the nervous system, providing a relaxing sensation. Both mulberries and their leaves offer numerous health benefits, making them valuable in traditional medicine and daily life.
Every year, millions of foxes worldwide are used for various purposes. Approximately 2 million foxes are exploited for commercial reasons, with about 85% used for fur and the remaining 15% for meat. Fox fur is highly valued in commercial markets for its softness and luxury. Countries like Russia, China, and the United States are major producers of fox fur. Regarding meat, foxes are often bred specifically for meat production, and the leftover parts of the animals can also be utilized for other purposes. The farm raises foxes in a near-natural environment, allowing them to roam freely and hunt instinctively. This approach not only respects nature, but also enhances the quality of final products like fox fur and meat. Free-range farming is increasingly popular in the industry, promoting sustainability and ethical animal production practices. Additionally, the farm welcomes visitors annually. Please press 1 if you would like to visit. In addition to free-range practices, cage farming models are also employed. These farms typically house from a few dozen to a few hundred foxes. Each fox is confined to a narrow iron cage, designed without natural space for movement. This farming model is predominantly used in countries like China. However, keeping foxes in such conditions can significantly impact their health and natural behavior over time. I personally disagree with this farming method. What are your thoughts? Adult foxes are typically fed commercial grain-based food, similar to other domesticated pets. A fox's diet usually includes 2 to 3 meals per day, consisting of nutritious grains. Sometimes, vegetables and meat are added to ensure they receive sufficient nutrition for their health. To breed foxes, farms rely on the reproductive characteristics of these animals. Foxes typically mate in the spring and breed during the winter. They give birth once a year, usually to 4 to 6 cubs per litter. Foxes naturally seek out warm, secure places to give birth, so farms often provide nests lined with dry leaves to ensure the mother fox feels safe. The fox breeding season typically spans from December to February. Cold weather during this time helps protect the young and supports their early development. This period is crucial for fox farms, influencing the farm's future. Farm staff are vigilant during this time, ensuring the safety of the mother fox and her cubs. Baby foxes are typically nurtured near their mother during the initial days after birth. This instinctual behavior reduces the risk of wild animal attacks, even when raised on farms. At birth, fox fur is usually gray or light brown. Over about 2 months, the cub's fur transitions to a vibrant yellow or red, suitable for their natural environment. Baby foxes are undeniably adorable, don't you think? Press 1 if you agree. Farmed foxes are typically harvested for their fur and meat at the age of 7 to 10 months. The fur is processed on the farm and sold to fashion factories. Initially, the fur is cleaned manually to remove impurities. It is then treated with bleaching powder to eliminate odor and soften the hair, followed by soaking in water for several hours. Finally, the fox fur is stretched and dried in the sun. A single sunny day is sufficient for the fur to be prepared for the factory. When you touch fox fur, you experience a soft, warm, and smooth sensation. After cleaning, the fur is taken to a gathering place where the tailor or checks the quality. Fox fur prices range from $50 to $300 USD per pelage. At factories, fox fur is cut and tailored into fashionable products. Only experienced workers can handle this step due to the precious nature of natural fox fur. For example, making a fox fur hat involves measuring the size of the product and shaping it with the fox fur. Once the desired size is achieved, workers proceed to cut and sew the product. Additionally, fox fur coats are highly sought after in the fur fashion industry, especially among women. The fox fur industry provides employment for thousands of people worldwide, including fox farmers, factory workers, and fashion designers. Fox fur production also significantly contributes to the global economy. Raising foxes for meat is practiced, but consuming large quantities of fox meat is discouraged. Some farms raise foxes in unnatural environments that can impact human health. Foxes raised in such conditions may be vulnerable to diseases and could contain environmental toxins from their surroundings and food. As a result, only a small portion of the fox meat produced by farms is brought to market. Opting for safe and varied foods is the best approach to safeguarding your health. About 500 million tons of rice are produced each year. Join me in the fields to witness how rice grows. Please leave a 0 if you find this video boring. The first task in the rice cultivation process is plowing the land. Plowing serves to loosen the soil, improve its structure, and eliminate weeds and other plant debris. Farmers typically employ two methods for plowing. The first method involves manual plowing using oxen, a traditional approach prevalent in many rural areas where modern machinery is not yet widespread. Despite being time-consuming and labor-intensive, this method allows farmers to better regulate soil depth and looseness. The second method involves using a plow, which saves considerable time and labor. Modern plows can operate at high speeds and achieve uniform depth, ensuring efficient soil preparation. However, using a plow necessitates a substantial initial investment, and maintenance and operational costs are also significant.